Hi everyone, Velvet here, and I have some stories for you today. But before we get started, can you please do me a huge favor and like, comment, and subscribe? It'll really help the channel out, and it'll get you more videos like this every day. Let's get started. And our first one comes from FineCut6784. Am I the beehole for telling my mom to spend money on a tutor for her favorite daughter because I won't be helping my sister? My parents had me, a 16-year-old female, and my sister, a 14-year-old female. We lost our dad a few years ago. My mom has heavily favored my sister since she was born, to the point she has raised my sister to be a pretty shitey person to be around. At least she is to me. Dad noticed it and called mom out, and at some point they did therapy, where apparently it came to light that the grandmother she was named me after was a person my mom had a lot of resentment towards. Why she named me after her then, I will never really know. She claimed not to realize at the time, but she at least had some resentment towards me based on that. I'm sorry, I gotta pause in the story. That's really stupid. And you can just change a name. I think she's using that as an excuse. I should probably save this to the end, but yeah, it's kind of getting under my skin a little bit. But yeah, back to the story. She also had some PPD when I was born and claimed the early months with me were a very dark time. Whenever we'd fight, she takes my sister's side regardless of what happens. Sister takes food off my plate, won't get in trouble. If I yell at her for it, get punished. If I take food off my sister's plate in return, I get punished. Sister takes something from my room, nothing said. I bang on her door after she locked it and tried to get it back, punished for harassing my sister and making noise. I tell my mom about this stuff happening. She says something about learning how to share or my sister being the baby or my sister needing more, so let it go. My sister loves to gloat that mom loves her more. My sister has told me that mom has told her she loves her but tolerates me. My sister told my mom wishes I had died instead of dad. Jesus. She told me they talk about that stuff. She also told me that after dad died, mom pulled all the money from my college savings and put it into hers. My sister also lies to mom and claims I did stuff when she feels like I didn't get into enough trouble recently. In June, she got me grounded for a whole month by breaking her laptop and claiming I had done it. She knew it would be believable too because I resented mom for buying my sister a brand new gaming laptop while I had to buy a really cheap secondhand one myself with money for my birthday and Christmas. Mom didn't even let me say anything, and my sister gloated that mom will always believe her over me. It came to my mom's attention a few months ago that my sister is struggling in school in a couple of places, and she can't seem to catch back up easily. But I always had good grades. I could even graduate early, in theory, if my school offered that. They don't. My mom is aware of this from the past years, so she told me a couple weeks ago that I need to start tutoring my sister because if she gets into a hole, she can't climb out of it. I told my mom that I won't help my sister. Mom told me I will, and it's my duty to help. Oh my god, I could slap the teeth out of this woman. I told her to spend money on a tutor for her favorite daughter because I won't do a thing to help either of them with this. I told her they don't deserve my help. Mom asked how I could put my sister's future at risk. I shrugged. Mom called me names and slammed the door when she left me. What a child. The tension is high because of this, and my sister is loving it. Am I the beehole? OP, you are not the beehole. Your mom is not even the beehole. That thing is a ghoul. And what? Okay, you're a crappy parent if you play favorites, alright? Garbage. And I completely believe your sister when she said that your mom said all that horrible stuff, because look at her actions. She obviously favors your sister over you. And I like how she's worrying about your sister's future, but she obviously doesn't give a crap about yours. OP, is there someone you can go with? A grandparent, maybe on your father's side? I don't know. I assume your mother's side is full of monsters too. From what it sounds like, you're going through hell every day. So maybe tell the school. I don't know if you'll end up in foster care or something like that, but it's got to be better than having, 2v1, right? At least you can have a peace of mind and not have to deal with these chuckleheads gloating and making your life worse and messing with you mentally like that. Ugh. Oh man. Okay. I looked in the comments and it looks like OP can't go to her grandparents on her father's side because they are super religious and they were pissed that they had OP at a before they got married or something. OP, the only option I can think of for you is go to school, tell them what's going on, and because This is over my pay grade, but yeah, if my back was to the wall, I'd go talk to the school, someone at school, the counselor, somebody. Maybe they can help you because you need help. You're 16, and I look again in the comments, and people are asking about emancipation at 16, but OP says they can't do that. Yeah, might have to get CPS in this. Again, OP, not the beehole. I am sorry you're going through this. Our next one comes from Golden Kane 1410. Am I the beehole for refusing to apologize to my friend's boyfriend? This is so effing stupid. I feel like I'm in high school again. I, a 34-year-old female, have a friend named Summer, also a 34-year-old female, who's a free spirit in high school. She got sent home multiple times for going to class barefoot. She dropped out of college and hitchhiked to Mexico one summer. Didn't tell anyone where she was going. She forgets to pay her phone bill. So, she is occasionally unreachable. I know this sounds like a lot, and it will sound like even more by the end of this, but we've been friends since we were 10. I don't care that she's a mess. I love her. We're in this for the long haul. Summer's boyfriend, Will, is the opposite of her, and I had hoped he'd mellow her out some of her wild side. You know how Summer forgets to pay her phone bill? Well, apparently she did it again. I found out when Will called me Friday morning while I was at work. He said he was having trouble locating Summer. I said, yup, that's Summer for you. If you get a hold of her, please tell her to call me. Best of luck. Then I hung up, thinking nothing of it. Will rang me again and demanded to know where Summer was. I truthfully said that I have no idea, but I'll call her parents for him and see if they know. I went to do exactly that, but then Will called me again before I could. I answered, and it was the same question but with anger. Where the F is my girlfriend? I'll spare you the suspense. This went on for quite some time. Absolutely no clue why Will was convinced I knew where Summer is, but I told him exactly when and where I last saw her, and that she disappears like this routinely, which he damn well knows. They've been together for a year. I used the plainest language possible, but Will just wouldn't relent. He called me about 50 times. I put it on silent at first, but by the 51st time, jeez, this guy's unhinged. I had enough. I answered and said, bro, stop blowing up my phone. I don't know where Summer is, and I'll block you if I have to. You're going to get me fired. Then I turned off my phone. Today, Summer called me. I was expecting some sort of explanation, but she opened with, I'm handing the phone to Will. He wants an apology. I stopped her and said, apology for what? She said for saying that he blew up your phone. To which I replied, he did blow up my phone, and I was at work too. Maybe I shouldn't have threatened to block, but he didn't get the point. After the 51st times, I said it calmly. Summer said, just apologize because he's really pissed. And here's where I'm probably the beehole. No to all of that effing that. I'm not apologizing because of her milquetoast boyfriend, who is basically the human equivalent of a dry ham sandwich, is on some ego trip. I said that but nicer. She hung up on me. Now I'm thinking I should have just sucked it up rather than jeopardize 2 decades of friendships. Am I the beehole? I do not get this mentality of people trying to preserve the friendship. I'm quick to cut someone off and out, alright? OP, cut her off, she's an idiot. I know, oh, your best friend, don't care, don't care. She is making your life worse and introducing you to someone who's talking to you, not threatening you, but he's over here. He doesn't know you. He's not dating you, and he is yelling at you, blowing up your phone, and trying to mess with you like that over his girlfriend. After you told him, oh, that's how she is, like you said, they've been together for a year. He knows. He just wanted to be a prick. And OP, you're over here trying to preserve some friendship when your friend isn't even trying to meet you halfway and trying to. Anybody with a brain would have known, hey, someone calling you 50 times and talking to you in a threatening manner, you know what I mean? That should be a red flag for her to break up with him. But she sounds like an idiot. Yeah, I know she's your friend, but she's an idiot. I can't be around free-spirited people like that. I can only take so much peace and love before I'm sick of this. So, and I hate this. I hate when you're trying to live your life and people bring evil things and evil people into your life like that, because again, you're not dating this guy, you shouldn't even know this guy, and you're over here dealing with this because she's an idiot, and she is bringing this unnecessary stress into your life like that, and you're supposed to apologize. OP, don't suck nothing up, don't apologize. Honestly, if I were you, like I said, I have no problems ending a friendship no matter how long they are. I don't know where my best friend from growing up was, and because he disrespected me one time. And OP, I suggest you do the same. Cut him out. She's an idiot. She's obviously with an idiot and she's chosen him because she should know someone calling you 50 times like that he's in the wrong. He needs to apologize. And yeah, he's on an ego trip like you said. Again, OP, my advice, cut them off. They're not needed. Again, I mean, OP, you're not the beehole, but you'd be the beehole if you'd stay friends with her, because that's the way I see it. Our final one comes from Klutzy by 9036. Am I the beehole for telling my friend his girlfriend can't stay at my house anymore even though I told him she's always welcome? My 23-year-old male friend, Tyler, 25-year-old male, has a girlfriend, Megan, a 24-year-old female. Me and Megan live in the same state, while Tyler lives 2 hours away from us. Megan and Tyler have been dating for about 6 months, but we've all known each other for our whole lives. I was never close to Megan like Tyler was growing up. She was just an acquaintance to me, and I rarely ever saw her out of school. Megan lives with her mom and her sister. From what Tyler told me, Megan and her mom get into arguments frequently. During these arguments, Megan's mom kicks her out of the house, causing her to stay in a hotel or some nights until they get back into good terms. When Tyler told me how bad a certain fight got and how Megan was put out for a week, I told him she can always stay over at mine. I have a 3-bedroom apartment and live by myself. Now, here is the problem. Megan is a very hard person to share a living space with. She leaves her underwear and bras around the house. She is occasionally asking me for things I've told her about. She goes into my personal items like my work laptop and my regular one, and from my neighbors, they say when I'm not home, she blasts music in the house. I had a conversation with her about it 3 times and she told me she'd stop. The same stuff would continue. Last night, her sister, a 23-year-old female, Carly, had told me some things about Megan, and one of them being that Megan doesn't get into fights with her mom. She always stays at someone's house for days at a time to get free food and to mooch off of them. I told Tyler this, and that she couldn't be over at my house anymore, and he shrugged off the screenshots and told me that I was being a prick for using some lame-arse excuse to kick his girlfriend out. That's his girlfriend. What? Okay. Edit. Megan doesn't have a job. Sorry for not putting that information in. To the people who are asking why I let Megan stay, 1, it's because it's since we grew up together, so I didn't think it'd be all that bad. 2, when I was in middle school and my parents were having arguments, my dad would kick my mom out anytime he felt as if she was right. Tyler knew about everything Megan did. It wasn't like I hid anything from him. OP, you are not the beehole, but you sound like a very nice and gullible person. And people love to take advantage of people like that. So, OP, you need to kick her out, but before you do that, you make sure you invite people over, make sure that group of people has a female in it, and you make sure you record everything and you kick her out, because I don't know about you, but I don't want you to go through the hell of dealing with squatters. I don't know if you're in a place with squatters' rights, but that is like a year of pain. If her own sister comes to you and says, hey, my sister is a bloody mooch and she's just doing that to get free food and boarding, I'd probably believe her. And your boyfriend, I mean, not your boyfriend, her boyfriend, your friend, he's obviously chosen her and he's going to believe everything she says. So she might say some things about you that, drives him away from you. I don't think I could say stuff on YouTube, but you know what I mean. Again, she does not strike me as a good person. So that's another reason to kick her out, because she might say something. She might say you touched her or something like that. She sounds like a bloody idiot. And if I were you, OP, I'd probably count your friendship with your friend over, because he sounds like he's simping hard for her, because she sounds like a terrible person to want to be in a relationship with. OP, not the beehole, but you need to kick her out, and you make sure you kick her out with friends and cameras everywhere so you are in the clear. Thank you so much for staying with me to the end of this video. Can you please do what I said in the beginning and like, comment, and subscribe? It will really help the channel out, and it'll get you more videos like this every day. Velvet out.